Starting early. I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes. I don't know what the hell I just heard. Why am I hearing myself way back? What's going on here? Okay. So I've been told by my lady. Oh, that's what it is. I was wondering what the shit was. Let me go back, man. Get back in the mood. Shit was fucking me up. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. I had to find out where that delay was coming from. Shit was fucking me up. Put this shit down. 6:30 yet? It is. Get myself set up. Episode 5, KO Show. That's what I need right there. Yes, sir. Yeah, we grown out here. You know, we just setting the mood. The Quiet Storm. 98.9. Send this to your bitch and a friend too. Let them know we ain't tricking no more. We about to get it from the moon. We about to get it from the moon. Quiet Jam. 98.7 the balls. Dedicate this one to. No. Quiet Storm. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Episode 5 KO Show. I'm sipping wine today. I quit drinking 2 days ago. It's a momentous occasion. It's been a little while since we've been here, but we got some things to tackle. Let me open up my notepad, see what we got going on today. Thank you to the couple of people who are watching me. Appreciate your support and whatnot. First things first, NBA Finals. You got OKC and Indiana. The battle of the small markets. I'm loving this. I'm loving this parity in the NBA. It's great for the league. I think I saw a stat today that said this is the first year since 2002 that you got two teams in the NBA Finals that didn't pay into the luxury tax. For you non-basketball people that don't know what the luxury tax is basically if you get a bunch of stars and you got to pay all them niggas, you're going to pay a tax for trying to stack stars. And that was the old league, but this is Adam Silver's league. A league of parity, a league of competition, a league where the Lakers, the fucking Miami Heat, the fucking New York Knicks don't just win just because they're in big markets. A league where a team from Oklahoma City can ran their way through the Western Conference. And a team like Little Indiana that's been quietly good for a couple years now can whoop ass all the way down to the Eastern Conference Finals. And it's great to see. My Timberwolves are not in it. I must say, I'm sad to say. But that's okay. It's definitely good to see, man. This parity is great. I'm done with those super teams, and I'm glad the league does not allow super teams no more. Super teams ruin the league. And everybody tries to blame Kevin Durant, but we all know LeBron started it. LeBron started the super teams, and it just ruined the league for like 10 years. But it's great. This was my favorite NBA playoff so far. This has been the best NBA playoffs in years. OKC, Indiana, I got OKC. They ran through the West, man. And if you're running through the West, you're running through the league. Eastern Conference ain't no competition. But if there's anybody that could figure out a way to beat OKC, it would be Indiana. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because little do people know Rick Carlisle is still coaching his ass off 30 years in the league, damn near, if not more. They got a team full of people think Indiana is just going to be shitty just because they don't know the stars, and that's what's wrong with you casual NBA fans. You just casuals, you just know the big names. But the thing about Indiana is they got 2 B+ niggas and about 10 B to B- niggas. There's no bad players on the team. It's just a team of a bunch of very good people. OKC, same thing. They got their super duper star, and then they got the B+ player and a bunch of B players. No C's, no F's, no D's, no whack ass niggas on these teams. This is all pure basketball. But I'm gonna say it's gonna be. I don't even know if it's gonna be competitive. I was gonna say OKC in 6, but I don't know. I don't see Indiana beating them for real. I don't think. For those that don't know, OKC, they think it's just Shai Gilgeous just shooting everybody out of the gym, but this is a historical defense. They don't know. I think they say it's like a top 10 all-time defense, and this is the youngest team to be in the finals since the merger damn near. Pacers in 6. I don't know about that one, man. This must be a parlay pick. I don't know about no Pacers in 6, man. That's I don't know. The Wolves couldn't even get 6 out of them, man. And the Wolves was whooping their ass, or they should have been whooping their ass. They was whooping ass all the way through. So I don't know, man. OKC won the championship when they beat Denver. That's the most competition they're gonna run into anymore. They grew up a lot in that series when they beat Denver, and y'all gotta stop and underestimate. I agree. It's a good team. It's a good ass team. They got a whole bunch of good players, and a lot of these teams out here only got no answers for Pascal. Oh, they got an answer for Pascal. Pascal is the answer for Pascal. That's the issue with him, man. Pascal is I love him, but I hate him. My boy said OKC is a gentleman's sweep. Damn, that's what I'm thinking it's gonna be, bro. I'm thinking it's gonna be a gentleman's sweep, to be honest. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a gentleman's sweep too. I hope I'm wrong because I would like to see some more basketball before we got to watch baseball and ice skating all fucking summer and golf. Um, I hope this shit goes at least 6, 7. I don't have a dog in the race. It would be cool to see motherfucking Shea get him one and OKC get them one finally. It would also be cool to see Indiana get one. Even though I'm from Cincinnati and we ain't got a team. If I was gonna pick a team based on my demographic, Indiana Pacers would be closest to us. But I ain't even gonna do all of that, man. We motherfucking Timberwolves out here. What do you say? Pacers winning game 1 in OKC. Is that gonna be the one game they get in the motherfucking gentleman's suite? Yeah, exactly. Baseball, the shit to take a nap too, man. They've done a better job in the last couple years. They done sped the game up, so they made it a lot more exciting. There's a lot more runs, but it is still baseball at the end of the day. But baseball is where the parlays is at. Them niggas care about the game. You know what I'm saying? Niggas named Francisco. They care about the game. I'm done with these NBA niggas. These YNs don't give a fuck about basketball, man. They don't know shit about it. Them niggas betting on themselves. They just ain't got caught yet. The one nigga that did just got in the league and got kicked out for life. These YNs don't give a fuck about basketball. They don't give a fuck about the game. These baseball niggas do because they know there's a chance for that 700 mil contract. Dodgers game lit tonight. I'm sure. I need to bet on it, honestly, but I got whacked yesterday on the motherfucking baseball parlays. I shot big and I didn't hit pause. Yeah, so I think I'm taking the day off. Hop back in tomorrow with the basketball game. And we're gonna see what we're gonna do, you know. But this is a good finals. Speaking of basketball, one thing I do want to talk about is the New York Knicks. New York Knicks had a great fucking season. And this is after they traded away people from last year's team after a great fucking season. They was talking about firing Tom Thibodeau if they didn't beat the Celtics, and they beat the Celtics. They was talking about firing this nigga in December. And today, the New York Knicks fired Tom Thibodeau. I don't know about you niggas, but if I was a New York fan, I'd be highly pissed off. What the fuck you mean you gonna fire Tom Thibodeau, man? Because he lost to Indiana in a hard-fought ass 6-game series? Why? Just because it's Indiana? Knicks fired Tom Thibodeau. They did bring up the point that he made changes the last couple games, which he's never done. He's not known for. He's known for running these niggas into dust. A lot of people blame him for Derrick Rose's career. But Tom Thibodeau made you relevant for the first time in almost 30 years. Tom Thibodeau had 5 years of continued progress. Tom Thibodeau was running them niggas to dust to the tune of 50 wins plus. He had New York so lit for the first time in I don't know how long. And they fired him after the nigga got to the Eastern Conference Finals with a team that was patched work together this summer. So he got a year with a team that he didn't create. The motherfucking GM gave him that team and said, here, nigga. And he did great. It was looking spooky at first. They wasn't beating no fucking top teams during the regular season. What happened as soon as the playoffs hit? They running through niggas. And they fired him. Still owing 30 mil. Get your money, Tom. This will be the curse of Tom Thibodeau that hits New York. New York fans, I'm sorry, I like y'all. Y'all fucked up. What's your owner name? James Dolan? You fucked up. What's the GM name? Worldwide West? You fucked up. Somebody with a rose in their name, you fucked up. The players, if the players agreed to this, because from what I hear is, the NBA is a more kumbaya place these days. They like to have the motherfucking players and coaches 50-50 on what's going on throughout the organization. If the players had anything to do with this, you fucked up. This is gonna be the curse of Tom Thibodeau next. I'm sorry, the curse of Tom Thibodeau is upon you. You ain't even have to do it to yourself, man. But the Knicks will not be shit going forward because they did this. And maybe I'm wrong, but that don't happen very often. So rest in peace to the New York Knicks, unless they go get Jeff Van Gundy. Anybody other than Jeff, you fucked up. Truly, you fucked up all the way. Now, in more NBA news, I hear Zion been at it again. And this is a segment I would like to call Stupid Athletes. What's wrong with you niggas, man? Y'all really making them up. I say this shit to myself at least twice a week now, ever since I heard it. It's a whole lot of goofies with a check. And I feel like all you niggas, not all, but a lot of you niggas, if you wasn't 7 feet tall and could play basketball, you'd be out here getting took by these hoes. Just while broke. You'd be out here, same nigga, same club, same night, every week, barking at the same assholes, tricking off his little motherfucking warehouse pay. Zion, what you done did? Let's find it. Oh, yeah, that's what he did. Let's switch over the screen, man. Give me 1 sec. You stupid NBA niggas. Not even NBA. You stupid sports niggas. Oh, that reminds me. We got to talk about your boy. Let me add that to the list. We'll talk about him next. I hate this nigga. But we'll get to him later. I don't even know him, and I hate this nigga. All right. Zion Williamson. What you doing, boy? What you got going on, partner? Zion Williamson accused. It ain't. You know what? I'm not even mad at Zion, but we're gonna get to that. Accused of rape in lawsuit. This is from NBC News. The lawsuit alleges that Williamson raped and physically abused a woman who claimed she dated him from 2018 to 2023. This is the picture they use of him, NBC News. Y'all use the picture of him where he don't have his motherfucking shit shaved. The nigga ain't seen the barber in 5 goddamn weeks. He looked like he been eating goddamn beignets and ain't brushed his teeth in 2 days. That's the picture y'all decide to use. That's crazy because I rarely see him looking this rough as far as, taking care of his goddamn hair situation. A lawsuit was filed against NBA star Zion Williamson on Friday. Hold on, let me switch my goddamn screen. I ain't about to look at these goddamn shits. Fuck you, NBC. All right, let me read this shit to y'all. Blah, blah, blah. Lawsuit filed in Los Angeles Superior Court by a woman who will proceed anonymously with the suit as Jane Doe. Of course she will. She accused Williamson, 24, of raping her in his Beverly Hills home in September 2020, and again at an unspecified location in Beverly Hills a month later. His attorney says it's an extortion attempt. They said, we take these allegations with the utmost seriousness and we unequivocally deny them. The allegations contained in the complaint are categorically false and reckless. Now, for you non-vocabulary motherfuckers, if a nigga says that your claim is categorically false, That's up there. That means, nigga, you gotta be shitting me. That's what that means. One thing I will give Zion is he don't really pay too much attention to this stuff. He don't really respond to it online because the shit you've been caught doing is not very good, sir. But this, come on, man. What's with all the rape allegations, man? We know this nigga did not rape anyone for 5 years. Are we serious? I hope I don't get kicked off for saying that word. I'm just a rookie, y'all. Don't kick me off. But anyway, Zion, you got to surround yourself with some better women's, man. At this point, you clearly don't know how to deal with them. You are a goofy with a check, sir. And I like you very much. You come from a small town and you act like it. You act like you ain't never seen no damn pussy, my boy. Yes, he's a sick son of a bitch. He got caught fucking a girl who apparently shits on niggas for a living. Literally. Scat, I think they call it. But Zion, like I was saying, you come from a small town and you act like it. Act like you've been there before, son. You've been through this too many times, and the article says you're 24 years old. What are you doing? Who was around you? You ain't learned the first time you got caught up in this shit. You are an NBA star. You cannot be doing shit like this. Who is your public manager? Who is your goddamn fucking mentor, nigga? Right? I don't understand it. Yeah, these hoes be mad. They be extorting shit. She was probably just an ex-girlfriend who got mad that you broke up with her. You don't need no girlfriends right now, nigga. Why? You're 24. You have I don't know how much your shit is. $200 million contract. Just pay for the high-level escorts until you're 30. Go somewhere where they don't know who the fuck you are and find you a nice young lady. Shit. Pay for the hoes until you retire. Shit, I don't know. Just yeah, have do NDAs not exist? All you niggas getting caught up. Do you not know how to use an NDA? You know who's somebody who I'm almost positive uses NDAs because we've never heard anything? Kevin Durant. This nigga is 37 years old, however old he is. He's something up there. 37 years old. No wife, no kids. Been a superstar since he was 19, 20. And you don't hear a goddamn thing. And all he do is hoop. And we know what else he doing. You can only hoop a couple hours a day. What you think you're doing the rest of the time? Getting them NDAs signed. He wish a bitch would. He wish a bitch would extort him. You young niggas gotta sign NDAs. Speaking of young idiots, Travis Hunter, man. It's like the story that never ends with you. I saw you got drafted by the Jaguars. I was happy for you because we all know you ain't want to go to Cleveland. Who does? You get drafted by the Jaguars, your home state team. You going on a motherfucking media tour, popping up in niggas' TikToks. Oh, the little nigga practicing his get off of the line in the yard. I don't even believe that was real. But if it was, that was a great heart-touching moment. But nigga, you ain't slick. You're getting tuck up top 24/7, 365. I saw today that there was a lawyer offering free prenups for the entire 2025 rookie class. Because of niggas like Travis. He clearly ain't about to listen to nobody. I believe his dad is in his life and heavily involved, and helped raise him to be the nice young man that he grew up to be. Nice, respectable kid. I like him. But god damn, how stupid can you be? I like him a lot. Travis Hunter is your all-American. You know what I'm saying? That's the 2025 all-American kid. Funny looking, good as hell at what he do. Nice kid, good manners, good morals. Want to marry his lady, not be out here, you know what I'm saying, pissing her off by having her be his girlfriend for 10 years and not marrying her. So I understand, man. You probably got them principles bred into you. You know what I'm saying? You probably got that shit instilled. You probably come from a church family if I'm speculating. But why you have to go and marry her, man? Right after you sign your NFL contract, your $48 million guaranteed. You got your $48 million and basically said, here, baby, you go 24 of it. Why would you do this, son? You married her. Why you ain't get a prenup, man? Why you ain't, I hate to see it. I hope we're wrong. That's all I can say is I hope we all wrong because the boy does not deserve it at all. I feel like my chair is sinking. Hold up. I think my chair was sinking. I don't know what the fuck going on. But anyway, Travis, get your shit together, son. You going out so bad. So bad. You making niggas look bad. Your wife, this nice young lady, is scoring one for the city girls every goddamn day, 24/7, 365, taking you up top. What's Pop say? Let's look that up. What does Pop say? What does see? I'm typing skills. Okay, that into. Oh no way! Oh, never mind. That's something else. Oh, so he's still locked up. He got to go to the wedding. It looked like. Poor Travis. Little girl whacking his head every goddamn night. Good for her. Shit. Get your lifestyle, lady. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully she a good woman to you. And she doing everything that's making you happy. Maybe we're all wrong about Travis. Maybe he wants to marry his woman in good faith with no extra strings attached. No fail safes. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he realized at a very young age that fuck the hoes. I got mine right here. Maybe he's a 35-year-old in a 20-year-old's body. 21, however fucking old he is. Maybe we're the wrong ones. Maybe our morals is fucked up. Maybe the point of marriage is to get yourself into a binding contract to where it's going to have to hurt to leave. Maybe we got it fucked up. Maybe we the idiots. Maybe Travis figured it out early. Because, after we get done running holes through towns, through our 20s and early 30s, we do come to that conclusion that these hoes is tired. To any nigga out there whose life depends on hoes, and I know there's lots of you out there, everything you do is for a hoe. Stop. You could save that money. Buy yourself something nice. Get yourself a house. Get yourself a car. Now, for you dumb niggas, that don't mean that I'm just saying you're giving your money to the hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, here's $20. Here's $5. Nah. You're giving your money to the hoes by, say, you know, out of high school, out of college, working regular job, regular everyday job. You know what I'm saying? Say you're working your 9 to 5, you get off. You crack a beer for the hoes because you need to get loose real quick. You know what I'm saying? You go and buy a car you really can't afford because you want to stunt. Because hoes like silly shit like shiny cars. You spend your money on high quality clothes that you really can't afford. Designer. Because why? Because the hoe's going to think, oh, he got it. You get yourself an apartment or a house that you really can't afford. Why? To entertain hoes. You go to the bar. I never done this because I refuse to spend my money on hoes. I'm broke. But I hear niggas like to buy lady shots at the bars, in the clubs and the bars. I ain't doing that. Only lady I'm buying shots for is my lady. I remember one time I was out. I was in Scottsdale. It was this girl's birthday. She was there with her crew in her birthday sash. Said, hey, we was like, I forget who I was with. I was with the homies. We was like, hey, happy birthday. Yeah. The music was going crazy. She was like, it's my birthday. You want to buy me a shot? And I was like, nope. And she was salty as hell and walked away. Fuck your birthday, bitch. I ain't getting got no matter how drunk I is. Don't buy hoes shots, man. They can buy their own goddamn shots. Because one thing I know about hoes take care of themselves. They get money. They work nice jobs. They keep themselves clean. They get and buy shit they can afford. They're very good. Don't buy them shots. They can buy their own goddamn shots. You know what I'm saying? They just there to get free shots. But anyway, like I was saying, you niggas spend all your money on the hoes. Don't spend all your money on the hoes, man. Maybe Travis figured it out before us. He said, I ain't about to spend the money on the hoes for 10 years. I got mine right here. Now, I'm of the thought process that you need to try a couple to a few before you settle down on what you like. But maybe he did that. Maybe he got started earlier and I just don't know. But have fun, Travis. I think I'm proud of you. You're trying to, pave the way and do it the right way. You just could have, helped yourself out in the end, but that's cool. We're going to let it slide, man. I don't know what the fuck going on with my goddamn chair. But yeah, Travis, good luck to you. This next story. The last part of stupid athletes. Can't even believe I'm giving this nigga airtime. I saw him once and I knew I didn't like his ass. I only seen the nigga. I only saw him say like one sentence. And it was after a victory. And I said, I don't like this nigga. His teeth big. Niggas with big teeth you can't trust. Can't do it. Won't do it. And the nigga I'm talking about today, let me pull up his information so I can give him a proper introduction. Hold up. Jesus fucking Christ. Damn, he's older than I thought. This makes this even worse, man. Let's take a look at his motherfucking medals. All right, bro. Like I was saying, I don't like this nigga. Heard him say one sentence like last summer, and I was like, I don't like this motherfucker. Nigga, I'm talking about Noah Lyles. For those of you who don't know, Noah Lyles is a American track and field sprinter. He won an Olympic gold medal last year in the 100-meter in Paris. I'm reading this because I don't really know much about track and field, but I know a little bit about this nigga. That was his only gold medal. He won gold in the World Championships in places that I've never heard of other than Budapest, but good, better than I could ever do. You know, he's won some gold in the world relays. He's been doing this shit for a long time. Youth Olympic Games in 2014. So, you know, he's a real live sprinter. This is a real live athlete. But that's about where it ends. Where is this fucking shit this guy said? Where is this shit at, man? No, like, he been saying shit that he don't know shit about for a while. That's on top of it, man. He already got one, you motherfucker. All right. Basically, during the 2024 Summer Olympics, one of the biggest footwear storylines coming out of Paris involved the world's fastest man, quote unquote. The American sprinter openly criticized Adidas during his post-meet press conferences. He signed to Adidas. He's been campaigning for a signature shoe, a bold move, one of the highlights of the Summer Games. This man said, Anthony Edwards don't got a world championship. Why I can't get a shoe deal? Nigga, you are a runner. You are not an American basketball player. Do you have $100 million contract? Those contracts are based on the amount of eyes and money you draw in. You ain't drawing in shit. Nigga, all we know you for is talking shit about the other sports when you the track and field. Why you ain't enjoying your crown? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with these young niggas? He gonna say Adidas is the reason that he can't get a shoe deal and stifling his creativity. What? No one cares about you. Like I said before, you're a great track and field person, better than I could ever dream of doing. But nigga, get your mind right. Why do you need a shoe? You think niggas gonna be on a track field? Yeah, I got them Noah Lyles. You got them Lyles? They don't even sound right. Them NLs, them Noahs. No. You don't have no cool nickname. You won one gold in the Olympics. Do niggas be out here? I don't know. I could be wrong, and they probably should if they don't. Do niggas be out here in the Michael Phelps Speedos? The Michael Phelps perfectly formulated swim trunk suits? You see niggas out here? Oh, you got them Phelps? All right. I don't know. They might do in the swimming community. They might do. I'm probably wrong. If they don't, they should. But if they don't, then who the fuck are you? We don't know how many goddamn gold medals Michael Phelps got. That nigga all smoking weed on the top of a mountain somewhere. And you want a shoe deal. And you're going to talk about Anthony Edwards like this nigga ain't the young face of the league. You're going to talk about Anthony Edwards. What the fuck Anthony Edwards do to you? Nigga, he's 4 years younger than you. And you mad, you hating on him. Unnecessarily at that, though. It ain't like he ain't been paid very handsomely by Adidas. From what I hear, you got a contract from Adidas over $1 million per year. Plus free merchandise at your door whenever you want. All the newest and latest and unreleased shit. They sponsor you. And you mad because you can't get a shoe deal or get your own custom shoe? As a track and field runner? Noah, get your mind right, son. I don't know what possessed you to think you deserve your own shoe deal, man. You ain't popping like that, nigga. He basically said he's in a 360 deal. He always mentioning other motherfucking spheres that he ain't got shit to do or know shit about. He said he's in a 360 deal of sports contracts. No. I'm sure the contract is not exactly what you want. Who is getting exactly what they want for $1 million a year that doesn't run their own shit? You signed that contract, nigga. Where was your lawyer at when they sent you that contract? I know me. I've never gotten a $1 million contract, but if I did, I would probably go find somebody that knows what the fuck I'm looking at and advise me of it. I think I'm at least that smart. And you strike me as a smart young guy. So I don't understand it. You signed that contract, nigga. Why are you mad at them? You knew what they was when they signed, because from what I hear and from, a little bit of research, Adidas is known for motherfucking shelving niggas that get out of line. Definitely, bro. We're gonna have to set that up, man. I gotta get up out of this goddamn house. I'm going crazy. It's like it's COVID. But yeah, you signed that goddamn contract, nigga. How long is it? Do some social media stuff. Don't do annoying shit. The only time we ever hear about you saying some annoying ass shit. That's your problem. You're already unlikable. We already don't like you, and we don't even know who you are. I want to like you. I want to root for you. You're a black dude putting on for America. Apparently kicking ass at the Olympics. The next star. But you know who we root for? Sha'Carri. Or Sha'Carri, however you say her name. I think it's Sha'Carri. That's who we rooting for. You know why? Because she real. She not saying annoying ass shit every time we see her. Every time we see her, she being real. We see ourselves in her. The ladies see themselves in her, and we see our homegirls and little sisters in her. And you, just that annoying track nigga. Unnecessary, Noah. You ain't got to do all that shit, man. I swear to God, you don't. You're not getting a shoe. We don't want to have a shoe from you. We'd rather have a Sha'Carri shoe. All right. Want a couple more gold. When's the next Olympics? That was 2024. What's that? Every 4 years? You got 3 years. You'll be 30. Hey, you're a star athlete. I'm sure you'll be good. I think that was, you're a sprinter, man. 30s is getting old. I think Usain Bolt barely did it. Also, you don't have a cool name like Usain Bolt. A fast nigga named Bolt. Any of y'all mine? Likable. He was flexing on niggas and they still liked him. You know why? Because he ain't saying annoying ass shit. You sound like you annoying. Louse. But I'm gonna leave you alone, man. Keep getting your money. Keep dusting niggas. Glad to see you. Just quit being so annoying, dude. You living good, clearly. You want to live better? Don't say annoying shit. Go not be annoying. You know what I'm saying? And that's it for the regular shit. As of episode 5, I've decided to convert a large portion of my podcast to ancient civilizations and archaeology, because that's what I'm into. When I'm driving around during the week, when I'm looking for something to listen to, when I'm on a walk, I'm listening to that shit. I'm watching that shit. I'm not watching bitches beat each other's ass all over the TV. I'm not watching making niggas do the same tired ass skits over and over. I'm not watching the goddamn new happening show on motherfucking Netflix that everybody talking about that I don't give a shit about. I'm listening to shit about ancient civilizations. So, as I've been a fan of this stuff for like half my life, I figured, why don't I talk about it? Because as a fan of this stuff, there ain't nobody like me talking about this. There ain't nobody look like me. This shit's all by, well-to-do, interested white guys. So I feel like I should make this shit a little bit more accessible for the everyday motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? The every nigga. I'm your go-to to get you into this ancient history because this shit is interesting as fuck. And I feel like black people, the only thing we motherfucking interested in is drama. And I'm over it. Anything black news you hear is drama. Every once in a while, we get some sprinkled civil rights in there, but it's drama. I'm tired of it. I want to hear about the little boy scientist that motherfucking made cars that run off of water. They dropped that article. We ain't heard about that nigga since. Hopefully he's still alive. But you know, motherfuckers don't be reading. And we gonna all read together. You know what I'm saying? So here's my thing. I'm gonna start today with you know, the tip of the iceberg, the shit that turned history on its head. All right. And then each episode, we're just gonna go further and further and further down the rabbit hole. Okay. Let me get myself set up real quick. If any of y'all have listened to anything about ancient civilizations, if you do have any thoughts, let me know what ancient civilizations you think that is in the chat. They still talking about this shit every day, every week for decades at this point. Make sure I get some proper pictures for y'all because you know niggas need to see pictures. All right. Let me pull up my notes. All right. Just follow me on this. I'm not a archaeology major, historian, nothing, but I like this shit. And I'm going to try to explain this shit. And I'm going to start from how I went down, how you know, I found out about this shit and went down the rabbit hole. All right. So in southeastern Turkey, sometime in the 90s, I believe they found this place. There's a place called Göbekli Tepe. And I know motherfuckers is probably going to drop out of the show. I already seen one drop out because they don't want to hear a history lesson. Because what I'm about to tell you breaks up the entire timeline of all the bullshit you was being taught in school. This place is older than the pyramids, which we're going to get to the pyramids one day because that causes a whole lot of problems once you actually get into it. And then you'll figure out why motherfuckers been studying this shit for I don't know how long, hundreds of years. They can't fucking figure it out, even in 2025. But that's another episode. This place is older than the pyramids in Egypt. This place is older than Stonehenge. This place is older than the goddamn wheel. Do you understand this? This is 11,000 years ago, this place has been dated to. That's twice the age of Stonehenge. And if you don't know about Stonehenge, we'll figure it out. We'll talk about that. But we got to start getting interested in real shit, like where we come from as an entire human race. Because a lot of shit that they told us don't add up. And the archaeological ranks is littered with motherfucking gatekeeping. You know how they say they be gatekeeping in the rap game and shit like that? They be gatekeeping like crazy in the motherfucking academic world. These niggas is little slime balls. And we gonna fucking out them. Because it ain't no niggas like me talking about them. I'm gonna give y'all names next episode. But for now, we're gonna spare them niggas. But this place is 11,000 years old. This is 6,000 years before they say cities even popped off in Mesopotamia. If you don't understand what I'm saying, Mesopotamia is what they say is the first civilization. If you go back in your history books, or if you are able to remember at that point in time in school where they told you Mesopotamia, the cradle of civilization. The place I'm talking about, Göbekli Tepe in southeastern Turkey, is 6,000 years older than that. They keep all that shit locked up at the Vatican. Vatican is a very fucking scary place. And we're going to have to, let me take a note on that, G. Appreciate that. Vatican's another one. That shit's its own city inside of our own city, and they have their own rules. They could say we murdering niggas in the mother. Where's that shit? Fuck. I forget where it's at. Rome? I think it's in Rome. But yeah. All right, my bad. So, what was I saying? This place is older than the pyramids, older than goddamn Stonehenge. This shit is older than the wheel. This is 6,000 years before they said civilization started. They dated this place. This is before they said niggas was able to farm. Before they said niggas was able to write and had written language. Before they said niggas had organized society. But how do you build this place if you don't have an organized society? And here's why. They said they literally would, before they said hunter-gatherers started society, which, you know, if you paid attention in school, a hunter-gatherer is a nigga that goes out, hunts, and gathers berries and sticks, goddamn shit, meat, bring it back home for the ladies to, you know, prepare, live in a hut. This shit ain't hut shit, and I'm gonna show y'all pictures. But this is not hut shit. Göbekli Tepe basically stands for hill in whatever the language is over there. I forget what it is. Turkish? Do y'all speak Turkish in Turkey? Forgive me for my niggerdom. If I'm saying that wrong. Whatever y'all speak over there, that's what it means. So basically it was a hill in the land. They thought the hill was natural. All right. But one day, a German guy said, let's dig here. Something ain't making sense. So they started digging. They found stone pillars, 20 feet tall, weighing 10 to 20 tons. If you don't know, a ton is 2,000 pounds. All right. So if you got something that's 20 tons, that's 4,000 pounds. And they're telling me that niggas moved stones that was 20 feet tall and 40,000 pounds without wheels. That's the first one that makes you say these archaeological academic motherfuckers don't know what they talking about. And they don't admit that they're wrong. So apparently, niggas who only play with sticks and goddamn bow and arrows took 40,000 pound stones and carved animals, fucking constellation symbols, and all types of other things that we don't understand into these pillars, 3D style. This was before power tools, obviously. Before they said niggas even had the stone tools of any kind. In the pillars, guess what? They're not random. They're the world's first building to perfect true north and south, aligned with constellations. How are you doing this if you don't understand astronomy? How are you doing this if you're just loincloth ass nigga with sticks and stones hunting down goddamn deer? How? Let me fix my glasses. My head is lopsided and it annoys me. If I wear my glasses straight, they lopsided. I gotta tilt them a little bit so I don't look goofy. All right, that's better. But yeah. But here's the thing. Upon further excavation, they found out that this motherfucker was built was buried on purpose. They found it under the hill. That's the whole name of the place. If you stand with me, they found this place under a hill. They dug up. They excavated the place. They found tools. They found stone pillars arranged perfectly true north and south. 40,000 pounds that came from a quarry that was half a mile away, I think, if not further. I'm probably wrong on that, but it was a good deal away, especially for niggas with no wheels, apparently. The shit was intentionally buried. They figured this out. They did some science shit. They figured out that it was intentionally buried about 8,000 BCE. If you don't know what 8,000 BCE is, figure it the fuck out, because I don't know how to explain it to you. I just know this shit. I think it's before Common Era. So whenever you want to say the Common Era is, I don't even know. They don't even know. We ain't even going off these stupid ass goddamn timelines, because everything I'm explaining to you fucks up the timelines we already been taught. All right. So they covered it up on purpose. Why would you cover up an entire goddamn sanctuary? They don't even know what it is at this point. They don't know if it's a place of worship, a town gathering center, sacrifice, religious center. They don't know. They have no idea what it is. But why would you bury it? Why would you intentionally bury all of that? Nobody knows. But we're trying to figure this shit out. But apparently, people went through all this trouble to build this massive site. Let me show y'all some pictures, man. My bad. Let me show you some goddamn pictures of this place. All right. Can you motherfuckers see that shit? Tell me how a place like this, do you see the precision in which these stones are cut? This shit is 11,000 years old. Now, somebody that doesn't really know much about anything would say, okay, this shit's probably, a few hundred years old, maybe 1,000, based on what they explained to us. You know how the Romans was the first ones to invent irrigation. This is apparently before irrigation, but there seems to be some sort of irrigation here. Let me find you a decent picture. These stones, precision cut. Do you see how smooth these cuts are? Well, let me find you a goddamn picture, man. Do you see how smooth these cuts are? These drill holes, 11,000 years ago, and they said that there's no power tools, no type of tools, no nothing, no mathematics, no reading, no nothing. They said these was loincloth niggas. The precision, and that shit still looks good 11,000 years later. That's the thing. We can make some shit. It's going to deteriorate in about 100 years. If you're from an old city like I am, you've seen it. The brick and mortar, that shit motherfucking deteriorates after at least 100 years. They say New York City would be overgrown if everyone left within, I'm probably wrong, within 50 years. It was either 50 or 100 years. New York City would be overgrown. Go look at parts of Detroit. Within 10 years, a lot of them places is overgrown since the city went to shit. But I think they on their way back up. Hopefully so. But the precision to which this shit is cut in T's. You know what I'm saying? 3D creatures and astronomical symbols. The place was built in alignment of the constellations. True north and south. And these is loincloth niggas, right? So, why am I making such a big deal about this? Why am I dedicating such a huge portion of my show to this shit when motherfuckers only want to hear ignorant shit? That's because the history books tell us that motherfuckers didn't start building shit like this until after agriculture. After people settled down, grew crops, formed towns, had rulers, had religions, tax collectors, all that shit. Gobekli Tepe says, no, nigga. You little dick motherfuckers is wrong. This is the problem with academics. They just as bad as the politicians. That's why the shit is affecting the school books, Florida. Maybe they can't, and look, the place suggests that maybe they built it for a religion before they built farming. Maybe they came together to worship, to gather, and then figured it out. But I don't fucking know. So instead of farming leading to religion, maybe the religion led to farming. We don't know. But it's a complete reversal of what the fuck they've been telling you in school. The wildest part, they've only uncovered at least 5% of this, about 5% of this place. There's so much shit still buried under the goddamn town. They don't know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Lost my goddamn place in my notes, man. So yeah, they've only uncovered about 5% of this place, and that's since the 90s. Now we got something called LiDAR technology. And if you don't know what LiDAR technology is, it's basically you can scan what's under the ground from the air. So you send a plane over the motherfucker, maybe a helicopter. I don't know what they use. A helicopter would probably be better. Scan that motherfucker. It's going to penetrate deep into the ground and tell you what's under there. That's why they're finding lost cities in the Amazon. But we'll talk about that next episode. I think that place is called Punku. Probably wrong. Don't fucking quote me on it. I gotta get my names together. But that LiDAR technology is how you scan from the air. You know what I'm saying? They finding all types of shit under the ground. Cause this ain't the first time we done did this. And by this I mean exist. I don't think we're the first iteration of humans. Because there's clear evidence of motherfucking astronomical events that have wiped out the entire planet just about, and we've had to start over again. And what's crazy is motherfuckers don't know they actually slipped this shit in the kids movie. Last weekend I went and saw the Lilo and Stitch movie, and I noticed this shit. They've been doing this for years. Motherfuckers gotta motherfucking pay attention. They can't figure out how they did Egypt because that the pyramids and stuff like that, because that shit happened before the Great Flood. Some motherfuckers might not know what I'm talking about. Some motherfuckers think I might just be talking hogwash. But every culture on the planet has a great flood story. And now we've got clear evidence in many parts of the world where there's extreme water damage that dates back to the exact time that all cultures have the flood story. Noah's Ark is just one of them. Damn, I lost my goddamn place. I went on a fucking tangent. Shit. What was I talking about? Yeah. So that's the reason this shit is so goddamn important, man. All right. Now, Göbekli Tepe is like, basically, we done opened the first page of a mystery book written 12,000 years ago, and we just realized we don't even know who the main characters is, man. This shit is extremely interesting, and we need to know what the fuck is going on, because a lot of shit don't make sense. That's why I went off on that tangent. They don't know when the motherfucker, how they fucking built the pyramids. They don't know what technology that there was used to build them, and they can't recreate it today because that shit got washed away in the last astronomical event, and that was probably not the first one. But like I was saying, I was watching a movie over the weekend. I went to go see Lilo and Stitch, and the little alien was saying, "Oh, these are the humans." You know, every few 100,000 years they restart civilization. They you know, their world blows up and they restart them. They restart as little monkeys and do it all over again. Which I got a whole theory on the monkeys to human shit, but we'll get to that on another episode because we could spend all day on that. But they slide this shit into the kids' movies. They slide it into a lot of movies, but they especially plant these things in the kids' movies, which I believe to be true. And Göbekli Tepe is one of them. Why was this shit buried? Why would you bury a place like this? Why would all these motherfucking loincloth niggas, quote unquote, playing with sticks and berries, cover a place like this? And we still don't know how they did it. Most of this shit we can't even replicate today. We cannot replicate the motherfucking precision of these motherfucking places. Number one, the reason that you need to go do some research on this, because I'm not an expert. I'm here to motherfucking spark the light bulb. Hold up. Like my baby say, we sparking the goddamn light bulb. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm here to do, for you to go and do your own research, because this shit is crazy. So, number one reason. Well, I'm gonna just go down a list of reasons why you should take the reason why it's so interesting and why we need to start paying attention to this shit. T-shaped pillars. They don't know if they're meant to be people or gods. I showed you the T-shaped pillars. All right. Some of them 20 feet tall and 20 to 40,000 pounds. This is before the wheel. We just recap it for motherfuckers that ain't learned to listen critically in school. These are not random stones. They're precisely cut, balanced, and placed in circular arrangements. Each shape is believed to represent a human figure, possibly God's ancestors. Some have arms and hands and belts carved into them. Why? This shit shows advanced carving techniques before they said we had tools. They said niggas was living in caves, fucking shitting and fucking. That's what they said we was doing. But this shit is double as old as the oldest civilization that they said. They call Mesopotamia the cradle of civilization 6,000 years ago. This motherfucking place is 11,000 years old. And they built this shit and buried it. Advanced carving techniques. The carvings are stylized. They carve 3D animals into fucking stone. And it still exists and it still look good. Animals. I mean, lions, snakes, birds, all types of shit are carved into these stones. From apparently loincloth sticks and berries niggas. They're symmetrical. They're deeply etched. These are not just fucking cave doodles that you see in the goddamn museum. This is real goddamn art, real architecture. Let me see if I can find a picture of one of these shits. Hold up, so you can see this shit. You academic niggas got me fucked up. Y'all been lying too goddamn long. Look at this shit, man. These are not motherfucking doodles. Like, this is pure motherfucking artwork, pure architecture. 3D carved into the side of it. Give me one sec. "3D carvings." Did you see that? Hold on, let me go back. Look at this shit. I don't know why it won't let me click on it. Microsoft Bing, get it the fuck together. Who told you niggas to make a search engine? Quit it. We got Google. That's all we want. What the fuck, Microsoft? My bad. Let me go back to what I was doing. Stupid ass goddamn shit. But yeah, this is what I mean. Let me view the image. There we go. Carved into stone 11,000 years ago, before they said we knew how to do anything other than play with berries and sticks and shit on ourselves. Who is this? You scared me. What's your name? Oh man, you spamming. Sorry. Get that out of there. Anyway, but that's what I'm saying, man. This shit is crazy. Animal sculptures, 11,000 years ago, when they said niggas was playing in goddamn dirt, basically. Another reason that you need to be aware of this place and maybe do some extra research on it. I did the advanced carvings. I did the T-shaped pillars. The astronomical symbolic alignments. It was intentionally aligned with the stars and celestial events at that time. How do these people have astronomical knowledge if they just loincloth niggas? Same with the Olmecs. And I got that one on my list to do too. The Olmecs will fuck you niggas up. You niggas ain't reading enough, but I see somebody is. You niggas don't be reading enough. You niggas just get out of school and just listen to goddamn fucking tea. That's all you niggas do. That's why y'all stupid. That's why the world going to goddamn hell right in front of your eyes and you don't know how. You just, never mind, I ain't even gonna say it, never mind. But anyway, like I was saying, complex layout. It's not just one temple. It's a network of motherfucking architecture buried and rebuilt over time. 11,000 years ago when they said there was loincloth niggas, sticks and berries niggas. I keep saying it. They said sticks and berries niggas stopped that shit and learned how to be somewhat civilized and have culture 6,000 years ago in Mesopotamia. And this place was dated at least 11,000 years old. Why would they put a new layer over this shit just to fucking bury it? It doesn't make sense. We need to know. It was intentionally buried. After hundreds or thousands of years, this place was deliberately filled in with tons of rubble and earth. That wasn't natural erosion. It was purposeful burial. We don't know why. It's a mystery, but we'll figure that out. Also, this shit was built before farming or permanent cities. Now, this is the point where you have to ask these dumb motherfuckers, these dumb academic niggas. Hold up. You have to ask these niggas, If this place was built almost 6,000 years before we had farming or permanent cities, don't you think a motherfucker would have to have a permanent city before they start building wild shit like this? You got to live a pretty comfortable life back then. Because from what these niggas in school told you is, oh, they was just, shitting and fucking and hunting. They ain't have time to, you only get time to do art and shit when you're not worrying about what you're going to eat the next fucking 6 hours. You have to have civilization. You have to have everything from fucking shelter, fucking food and water, all of that shit taken care of. You also have to know how to raise babies. All that shit has to be known how to be taken care of before a nigga can even think about art. They told us niggas was just spending their whole goddamn day like a rabbit, worried about getting eaten at this time. So if that's the case, how are they building places? The first true north and south buildings 11,000 years ago before niggas had tools. How are they making these shapes? How are they etching full animals, full symbols, 3D into this stone that still looks good and still is, perceivable 11,000 years later? This also means people was gathering in large numbers. Not one nigga was doing this shit. I'm not even gonna fucking, one nigga wasn't doing this shit. You had to have a civilization because niggas had to be able to, eat, breathe, sleep and shit before they could worry about doing some artwork or, dragging 40,000 pound stone pillars over a mile, over half a mile, whatever it is, before the goddamn wheel was invented, according to you niggas. The thing is, it shouldn't exist, but it does. People clearly had to drive in skill. This shit is clear skill, pure D skill to create architecture before a civilization that we was told existed. That's why it flips everything that we know in our head about human development. And if this is just one thing, what else is out there? This is the tip of the goddamn iceberg I be talking about, man. You niggas got to do some listening or reading. Listen to a podcast if you don't like to read. So next time a nigga tell you these was just cavemen running around with sticks and loincloth, remember Göbekli Tepe. They were building stone circles before you know what I'm saying? Before they even knew what a goddamn village was, they was building this shit. They was building places of reverence. The hill overlooked. And think about this. 11,000 years ago, this is before farming butchered the land, before motherfucking deforestation happened. This shit was overlooking so much land. It's probably animals running free, amber waves of grain, all that bullshit they tell you about in the Pledge of Allegiance or the fucking national anthem, whatever it is. They was seeing that shit. Food is abundant. Water is abundant. You're not doing that shit in a destitute area. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just a bunch of old rocks. If you a silly-minded nigga, you probably listening to me the last 30 minutes and thinking that I'm just talking about some rocks. This shit gets deep. And this is just the motherfucking tip of the iceberg. You know what I'm saying? So go and do some research. We're going to check back in on Sunday and see if you niggas did homework because the shit gets crazy. And that's it for today. This is the kind of stuff, hopefully this type of stuff is interesting to you because it's very goddamn interesting to me. And if I piqued your interest and made you want to go do some research, please follow me, like me, share me, all that good shit. Hold on, we got one. Still feel like the Grand Canyon was an ancient forest. That is why you cannot go to certain parts of the Grand Canyon. Some weird shit going on there. And I'm going to find out why. And I'm going to take y'all with me. I'm about to start going on adventures, you know what I'm saying? We archaeological niggas out here. And we about to show them that we care about more than T, the diddler, you know what I'm saying? Motherfucker Shannon Sharp and everything else, nigga. We're going to show that we're not about that. We're about more than that. Next time, we're going to dive into some more of this shit. Hopefully you motherfuckers enjoyed this shit. Till then, this is the KO show. This is the Blood Cod Bob Man. Have a good night.